Welcome to Tigers Untapped, a Bluff City media podcast. Stepping up to the microphone are your hosts, Trey Lasley and TJ Willis. Now, let's get to the show.
What it do? Episode 131. Your boy T Laz and your boy TJ. No Kenneth tonight. Getting sick and tired of his shenanigans. He's on vacation.
He's always on vacation for us, at least our shows.
He's been skipping our show quite a bit here recently. But that's okay. That's
Smell
all right.
it. Give this beer a smell before you taste
A
it.
smell, you tell me? Wow.
It hit me the moment I opened the can.
It's not a bad smell at all. Since we're smelling it, why don't you tell them what we're drinking this eve? Uh-oh, TJ.
What?
I just realized what it said on here.
You picked this out. I didn't do
No,
that.
we're good. We're good. Okay, we're good. We're good.
This
I did
is
just notice, ladies and gentlemen, it is a berry wheat ale. You know what ends with berry? A straw. But I see now that they say made with real blueberries. So it's just a blueberry wheat ale.
Blueberry.
Which makes sense given the name.
Is Flyaway Brewing, which is technically Little Rock, but they brew here in Memphis now at the old High Cotton location, so we count it, right? So they make the beer here in 901. Bluewing.
Yeah.
Flyway Brewing, Bluewing.
I'm just gonna say, I know you said technically it's Little Rock, but there is nothing anywhere on this can that indicates Little Rock. Made in Tennessee. They've got a Shelby County. Then they've got Memphis, Tennessee. I mean, they're all in.
They brew it here, right? Anything you get in Memphis, it's made here. It's not made in Little Rock, right? It counts.
I think it does. It's a lot of Memphis on this can.
Showing up.
Oh, Timothy. 131 episodes, and we haven't had the same beer twice. It's impressive.
I think we actually have one time, but no.
I don't know. Which one?
I think you had a Nanda twice. I think maybe it was like a last minute thing and you didn't have a beer. And so you did it twice.
No, I think what happened, we did one once, and then I did one for my brother after that episode.
Well, I did one for your brother too.
It was his favorite beer. So maybe that was why.
I don't know. Regardless, even if we had, there's only one beer. So
yeah, one out of 100 and that's like 150 because we had 20 some episodes at the other place.
Yeah, so it's actually technically at 144, and that's just counting episodes that were published, not the ones that Kenny somehow lost.
Lost episodes that'll come out at a different time.
He's got some pretty good blackmail on us or I guess me ripping burps and thinking I'm muted when I'm not. It's not great.
Man, we've come a long way. I hate to kick it off with some sad news, but I will remember you. We got official word that Dain Dainja's waiver has been denied, and he will not be pursuing further action, I don't think. My understanding was they got word about it a couple weeks ago. They appealed it, but that was even denied. There were some things out there saying he could technically still hire an attorney and try to battle this legally. But all signs indicate that he's not going to go that route. Didn't he just get picked up by somebody?
I haven't seen it. If he has, I have not seen that.
Summer League.
Is that for Summer League? Yeah.
So we'll tune in for that. But I mean, big fella, we really wanted him. You know, when we thought we were going to have PJ and we thought we were going to have Dain back.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking as like a top 15 preseason team, and then they get neither one of them.
You're correct. It looks like he is joining the Culture, which is a great location for him to go to. He's headed down to Miami for their summer league.
Miami's a fun little place.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, they have a great NBA program there. I mean, they built everything
Great.
off the culture, right?
Great NBA program. How are you feeling now that this is official about the current roster as is?
I'm going to be honest. I kind of chalked up Dane as a loss months ago.
Yeah,
I was never optimistic that we were going to get that clearance for him to be able to play.
yeah. I guess I'm kind of the same. Deep down, I always had a little bit of like maybe it will happen, but I was always preparing myself for it not to be there. So it's not a
you
a
knew.
huge shock. But
We all knew.
I don't really know how I feel. I don't know how to feel. I mean,
Well,
it's hard to say. On the surface, it doesn't seem great, but we also haven't seen these guys play together. And what I will say, if you guys haven't been following on the social media, I think we've mentioned it once before, but I've seen some of these off the court videos they've been posting the last couple of days, where it's just a more laid back two players kind of asking each other some questions. I think Jaden and Aaron Bradshaw were playing pool. Lil Kurt and who was he with today? They were doing like the hot wing challenge or whatever and asking each other, like hot one style. This team seems to like each other.
Yeah.
The team chemistry is there. They post TikTok videos dancing together, having fun. So if nothing else, team chemistry will be off the charts.
I know people make fun of that, the dancing videos, but I honestly don't mind it because it's the guys being together doing something. I need all the camaraderie we can get, honestly. I mean, it's a full reset on these dudes. None of them have played together, right?
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Anything.
Yeah, like especially in today's age where it's like you're probably playing with new dudes every single year.
Sure.
I mean, most years, rebuilding a team. You get these guys that come in, buy in, and they're here all summer and hanging out and having fun. I think we're heading the right direction. May not be the most talented team we've ever had, but with the team chemistry, this may be the team that's liked each other the most.
Here's the thing. It doesn't have, I mean, technically it doesn't have to be the most talented team, right? At the end of the day, they just need to win the American. And that bar shouldn't be that high.
Well,
right?
I don't know if today we would be picked to win the American, which is a little bit frightening.
That's fine. It doesn't matter what you're picked to win, right? You just actually have to
I know. I'm just saying. I don't know that we would even be favored. But doesn't matter. Back to Dain. What was your favorite Dain moment from this season? And there's only one answer. If you answer anything other than this, you're lying.
There's only one answer? Then why'd you ask the question?
Because I just wanted to see what you would say. If you would get it right.
What was the game where he almost put up the 30 piece? We got close. We didn't get it.
He did it a couple times.
Well,
and then he would foul out.
Yeah, that's now.
But there's got TJ. Specific.
I don't have the ability to recall it back like that. Like
you don't remember him teabagging Yaxel?
Well, that's not. There was a block
the only answer.
And then a transition. There was a block and then a transition play that was pretty sick.
Okay. But the favorite moment and an NIL opportunity from Lipton's tea, honestly, should have been all about the teabag on Yaxel. It's got to be easily the best. I mean, it was
UAB that I was referring to, though. It is the UAB.
What, the block and the dunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he also had several times where he was like coast to coast. We got to see PG Dain, handles, running the floor, finishing at the rim. I'll ask you two questions, two-parter. One, is he the best big we've seen under Penny? I've seen a couple of people say that. It's hard. Dude.
My first response was, I'm not going to disparage the name of Kevon Davenport like that, but only a couple people will remember that one.
Davenport. I don't even remember exactly what the question was, but it was essentially like draft 5 of the best players that Penny's had as a roster, and TJ's number 1 overall pick was Kevon Davenport for some reason.
That was not what it was.
That's how I remember it.
You said if you could add any previous penny player to this team, who would you add? And I said
okay.
Kevon Davenport because I thought we need help with bigs. I don't. Regardless, I think you're getting back to DeAndre versus Dain, right? I mean, is that?
I mean, DeAndre.
Ultimately, the
you know
argument?
where I immediately went was Jalen Duren was pretty damn good.
Yes, I think Duren was very good, but it depends what you're asking him to do.
Let's not. How do you can't? He can't throw out Precious.
Wow,
You know, like Dain was very, very good. It's tough. I don't know. I will say though, second parter of this, was he your favorite?
Yes,
big?
For sure.
Even more so than DeAndre. We truly
DeAndre
DeAndre
annoyed the hell out of me.
That's
yes,
true.
He's definitely a big.
DeAndre had a lot as lovable as he was. He's like a brother in a sense that you love him, but they can also be like super annoying.
You know? Just do goofy stuff back to back to back.
Yeah,
there's so many games where he just do the goofy stuff.
Freaking Kramer on the basketball court. You know, he'd have his hair would be wild, and he'd have like some crazy expression or running down the floor like crazy. You know, 100% correct there.
Yeah, I mean,
Dain may be my favorite, most likable
under the Penny era, right?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Joey probably would take that if we just opened it up all the way.
Dain was just so unique in the way that he was truly a big man, but he was like, I don't think he was supposed to be a big man. He just liked to eat a lot or something, because he had guard-like skills at times. Like you could see him. We talked about going the coast to coast, but there were several times with the ball, you watch him and his footwork was great. It was just like, are you supposed to be a big man? Like it was kind of like a DeAndre type of situation.
Elite level footwork.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see what that footwork does in the summer league. It's going to do work.
Anytime you can be 6'9", 300 pounds, or actually slim down. I don't remember what he got down to, and be that mobile. I mean,
300.
Get it. He was like 300 when he first got here.
Stop it.
He was pretty big. I don't know if you remember that, but my only concern is I think Miami also got. That's probably what he dropped down to, but he was more than 250 when he got here.
I'm going to see what Illinois had him listed at.
All right, while you do that, my only concern,
270.
Cut it out, is Miami just took who's the guy I'm going blank. He was from the American, then went to Michigan, Vlad. They took Vlad Golden, I believe. So I mean, you're not really setting yourself up for success there, but I don't know that you're really trying to.
I don't know. You get those
minutes away from Vlad Golden or Bam.
You get those two in practice, and Dain will be teabagging him in no time. So
I don't know. He's undersized for an NBA center, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that is true. 6'9", 300 undersized, but
6'9".
Anyway,
definitely undersized.
We will miss Dain. Very unfortunate. Was really looking forward to seeing him another year. I mean, that's the other problem with this era of college athletics is you get these guys for 1 year, absolutely love them, and then they're gone. I mean, it's very reminiscent of Kendrick Davis, right? Like, I really wish. And granted, I mean, I know he was at SMU for like 3 years, but still, we only got him for a year. Far too short. Far too
a lot of people have, they've mentioned that the attendance is down for Tiger basketball games, and everyone's trying to figure out why the attendance is down. But it's, I mean, I think a large part of it is people that, it's just that you don't have this connection to these players. Like when Will, DJ Steffens, guys like that were here for a little bit, people fell in love with them, and they enjoyed getting to meet them and growing with them and watching those dudes grow. And you don't really have that anymore. So I think that plays a big part in it.
100%. Well, with the old and with the new, even though we've lost Dain, we did get an announcement earlier today of a big man signing out of South Sudan. And I don't know that I said his name as Simon earlier, and TJ asked me if that's the correct pronunciation. I don't know how else to say that. But welcome to Simon Majok out of South Sudan.
We should probably get that figured out.
7'1" center. I think he is only 18, so he'll be a freshman, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that works.
This is a little bit confusing. TJ and I were talking about this before we started. He spent the last 3 years playing in a Serbian youth professional league. So classified as a professional basketball league, but youth. So you can only participate before you turn 18. So he only was allowed to play in 7 games this past season because then he had his 18th birthday and he couldn't play the rest of the season. In the Serbian Prva Muska Regionalna Liga. He played for KK Real Beograd. In his 7 games, he averaged 17.3 points, 9 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, 2 assists, and 1.3 steals, while shooting 67% from the floor. And Timothy, it's a 7'1" center, 40% from 3.
Is this a Will Coleman scenario?
I don't know. I don't know what's the fewest amount of threes that you can take to shoot 40%.
It's too much.
I've lost you.
Too much for me to figure that out. This guy. Oh, you got me back. Am I here?
Yeah.
Hello?
So he was. I don't know if he was 2 of 5 on the season, or maybe 4 of 10. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I only got a percentage. So take with that what you will. I've also only seen about 15 seconds of footage of this gentleman playing. Not even playing. He's running a drill where he's going from the top of the key to the corner. Don't get me wrong. Wasn't moving real fast.
Wow.
Okay. But he did knock down both of the threes that he took. On one of them, I wasn't real excited about the way that he looked catching the pass. Did not. He did catch it. He did shoot it, and he did make the basket. But it was a very awkward looking reception of the basketball and didn't lead me to believe that this gentleman was very athletic. So that is a little concerning. I am not that familiar with the youth professional league in South Sudan, so I don't know the quality of
basketball. Very good.
But I will say those numbers are pretty impressive.
No, that league is good. Like there's a lot of NBA talent that has come through the league, right? If you look at the names,
I can't tell if you're messing with me.
No, I'm not at all. Nikola Jokic. Now, which one? I don't know because there's a newer one, and then there's obviously Joker, Yusuf Nurkic, Dario Saric, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Bojan Bogdanovic, Goran Dragic, Davis Bertans, Nemanja Bjelica, Boban, Zubac. I mean, tons of dudes have gone through that league, right? So it's like, okay, is that all because they are just the elite talent and they wanted to kind of play in this weird youth pro league that's over there, and they were, geographically related to that area, or is it actually a quality league, right? I mean, if this dude's putting up freaking, what was it again, like 17, 9, and 3, that's absurd. Especially if it's that league where those dudes are actually real, right? I mean,
they were
just spouted off. Those are real NBA players.
I don't know if this also says a whole lot, but in his 7 games played this season, they were 6-1. The KK Real Beograds. I don't know what their mascot is. 6-1 with Simon in the lineup. He had 4 double-doubles in that time frame in those 7 games, 3 20-point games. And then they went on to end without him. They were 11-8 after he was unable to play because he turned 18.
I'm so confused. Is this a pro league or not? I'm so confused by everything. And if it's a pro league, how can he be in college?
I don't know. It's an 18 and under professional league, whatever that means.
I'm sure someone's calling us an idiot. Yeah, I don't know. Someone's calling us an idiot because they're like, "Oh, it's so simple," but I guess it doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I don't think there's a whole lot of listeners to our program that are familiar with the Serbian youth professional leagues.
Who's to say? We got European listeners. You know that.
But I'm gonna put you on the spot. It can't be bad to have 2 7-footers on the roster, right?
I don't think so.
It's not like, look, DJ Steffens came here and he'd played like maybe 1 year of organized basketball, and there have been reports that he could not like run and chew gum at the same time when he got here. And he turned out to be a pretty decent player by the time he left.
Sure.
He was also an athletic freak of nature. But it sounds like Simon's at least been playing ball, and he's been playing pretty well. Now, we don't fully have an understanding of exactly who he's been playing. But we can see that he's at least putting the ball in the basket. He's tall enough. We've seen he's got a shot. I watched him knock down 2 threes. Now, you could have seen the same video of me, and it wouldn't have made much difference. But, I mean, do you think he's going to get time?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think he's going to get time by default. Because
do you think this is another situation? You think this is another? Now I can't even think of their names. Spaniards that have come over here, guys we've brought in from Europe that just never see
Dain Dainja.
Yeah, Dainja.
I mean, I think based off the fact that your roster is composed of Aaron Bradshaw and Ashton Hardaway, William Wharton.
I mean, by default, like he's
like you got to get some play in there, right?
Right.
If you can run the rim, all you need to do is be a big man that can run the court and rebound. And when I say run the court, you don't even really have to run it that much. Just be able to rebound, crash. It seems simple enough.
He's very thin.
Now, I mean, we've seen thin dudes do okay.
Do we have a weight on this gentleman?
Let's see.
That is not right. Majok, that's not him.
No,
he's number 0. Don't hate that. I found a profile page here on Eurobasketball, but it's not giving me. Doesn't look like I'm getting a weight listed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, how thin is he?
So TJ, update. I do have the numbers on the 3-point shooting. He was in fact 2 of 5.
Yeah, there it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's only 7 games though. That's almost 1 a game. Taking 1 a game, shooting 40%. Could be worse. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't.
1.
He seems capable.
200 pounds.
2 7-footers. If nothing else, you bring him in, give Bradshaw a break, stick him in the middle of the paint, let him protect the rim. If he got an open 3, he takes it. I don't think you need much more than that.
Well, I don't think they want him taking any threes. I'll be honest with you here. The sample size is not confident. You just put him near the rim, let him grab the board.
He can let one fly.
Yes.
I mean, Malcolm let a couple fly in his tenure.
Well, no, that doesn't mean they weren't ill-advised, Trey.
Well, just saying. Some people get green lights. Think Simon should have one.
Oh, who was the dude that played? I don't think it was Oregon. He was another South Sudan prodigy guy. He went to Oregon and then the Nuggets. Super tall, super thin. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
Mm-mm.
It's going to bother me now. Anyway, I was saying.
Like what time frame are we talking about?
Oh, within the last 5 years, I think.
I don't know. I was about to say Bull, but I didn't think he went to Oregon, did he?
He may not end up going. I don't know.
Oh, you're right. He did play for them.
I mean, how freaking tall and how thin was he? I mean, they can't be that far off from each other. And Bull was fine.
Yeah, he's 7'3", 220.
Okay, what's the density on 7'3", 220 versus 7'1", 200 or whatever Majok is being listed as?
Yeah. I don't know. Bull kind of, I went to the Grizzlies Suns game earlier this season, and Bull kind of went off on us a little bit. I mean, but he was a little bit awkward looking on the court, but it was effective.
Fair.
So fair. I don't know.
Look, I don't know. I'm interested in this guy. 7'1". If he can just literally honestly, I'm not kidding. If he can just grab rebounds, if that dude
can block shots.
Yeah, grab rebounds. Yes, grab rebounds. I don't care if you ever score a basket. You could average 4 points a game. But if you're bringing in 8 boards and 1 block, 2 blocks a game, sign me up. Give me that.
Boards. I don't know. He's getting 8 boards.
What did he average? 7'1".
That doesn't matter. Rebounding's not all about height. It's about positioning and understanding where the misses are coming off. It's effort. There's a lot more that goes into it than just being tall.
That's fine.
But he did average 9. So
he just averaged 9 in a somewhat not pro league.
Yeah, I don't know how many minutes that is, but I don't know that he's gonna be playing enough to get 8 a night. We'll see, though. I don't know. It's intriguing. Sure. I don't know. Have we ever had 2 7-footers on the roster?
No. I don't know how many 7-footers you've had on this roster ever.
Do you think we will ever see Bradshaw and Majok out there together?
Yes.
2 7-footers on the floor at the same time?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so. I don't see why not.
You're right. I mean, we went with 2 under 6-footers at the same time all the time. So why not try out 2 7-footers?
Just get weird. Look, Taco Fall.
I wonder what his wingspan is.
Taco Fall averaged 10 boards his second year.
Okay.
At UCF, and then 7, and then 8.
You can't even. Taco Fall doesn't count.
I know it's not.
Like
it's
the
tallest
person on earth.
But you told me height doesn't matter, Trey.
Well, it matters when you're the tallest one in the world. He also was actually like a thick dude, so he could box out 4 of 5 players.
About 100 pounds more than these dudes.
Opposing team in one possession. So I'll never forget. Fair. We went to the UCF game in October of 2017, and he was there. And Natalie didn't know who he was at the time, my wife, but he was at the football game, and she was like, "What is happening? And who is this insanely massive human being?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Taco Fall." He is. I mean, to see him in person was
mesmerizing.
He was like 7'7" or something.
Something like that, yeah. 7'4", 7'5". I don't
know. I can't. There's not a whole lot of information out here about Simon. I can't even get a wingspan on this kid. Do you think we brought him in on a visit? Was he here? The graphic they put out that he signed was clearly photoshopped. So I don't even think I think he's ever even stepped foot here, or he just like talked to us on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, I'm down to come." Can you imagine that?
Yeah,
it's like a dream to go play basketball somewhere you've never visited once in your entire life. On the other, that far away.
What are your options?
I don't know what his options are, but he's already playing some sort of professional level of basketball. I'm sure he had some sort of option in Serbia to continue his career. It's like, you know what? I'm going to pack it up. I'm going to head to Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to play collegiate basketball.
Hear me out. I found a 7'1" guy that averaged 10 rebounds a game just because he was 7'1", you know?
It's not.
I mean, his name is Chet Holmgren, so disregard the rest of it, but he is 7'1".
Talk about thin, though.
You know? Yeah, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Obviously, this guy's not going to be Chet. I'm not going to say that. I'll just clarify. I don't think he's going to be Chet.
My gosh. How do I weigh more than Chet? 208 pounds? That's absurd. Anyway, we're going to take a break. when we come back, EA Sports is coming out. Yeah, I was getting ahead of myself. When we come back, EA Sports is releasing another college game. And there's been realignment news that TJ and I kind of alluded to happening before tomorrow, which is July the 1st, but it was announced, I think, officially today. So when we come back, we'll talk about those things. We'll be right back.
Looking for an alternative to alcohol or conventional medicine? Check out Ounce of Hope, a Memphis-based dispensary. With 2 local stores in the Sanderland Center and on South Cooper Street, you can get all the products you need in a location convenient to you. Each store offers an intentional shopping experience with dedicated bud tenders to answer all of your questions, from product selection and mushroom blends to our personal favorite, the Delta 9 seltzers. You gotta try the Peach Buzz. Try Ounce of Hope at either one of their 2 Memphis stores or at www.ounceofhope.com for convenient products shipped right to your door. Use the promo code BluffCity for 15% off any order, excluding sale items. Cannot be used in conjunction with other promotions or discounts. One use per customer.
And Jamon Mashak and Javon Small. What these two have in common are they're just absolute bulldogs.
Yep.
Oh. They are. They like to point of attack defending, can't shoot, but they're going to bite your ankles. Like Zach Kleiman had a type. He talked after the offseason was over that you need more dogs. We don't need no more cats. We need more dogs. And with a second round pick, these guys are not going to be like immediate impact guys. More likely than not, one of them at least is going to be a two-way guy. It's about building culture, and I like going into a training camp where you just go get a bunch of Rottweilers. I like it. It's a culture draft. Second round picks, I don't expect much out of them. You definitely don't want a prima donna in the second round, or you end up with Kennedy Chandler.
Jeez. Oh my God.
Tune in to The Daily Grind with your host, Loot Hatmaker, every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
TJ, if you were going to get a tat, what would you get?
Make a little Prano pup. Get a little Prano pup just like hidden on my arm. No one even notice it.
Should we get matching Prano pup tats?
With mustard.
Well, obviously, you don't have a Prano pup without mustard.
Well, some people do. It's weird. I know.
Oh, that you can't do that.
Jonathan does.
Well,
doesn't like mustard.
That's different.
Is it?
Yeah, it's acceptable for him. TJ, we got the release of EA's College Football 26 next week. We also got an announcement for another college game. EA NCAA March Madness is coming back. I'm so fired up.
Fun, man.
The college games are the best. I'm glad they're bringing these back. Now, the bad part is we got a ways to go.
I haven't seen it. I know it broke earlier that the game was coming out.
It's not coming out till like 2028. And let's be honest,
nobody
knows what the hell college basketball is going to look like by then. For all I know, we may not even have a program anymore. So we may not even be in the game. I'm getting all excited about it. and we could be left behind by that point.
I don't like the way you're talking.
I mean, I don't think that's really going to happen, but the EA Sports official account did post a picture of a basketball. It said, "Bring the madness, let's run it back."
Hell yeah. So I guess they're not going to call it
yes.
NCAA basketball 28 or 29, however they do the naming.
Yeah, I think they used to, when they ended it, it was EA Sports March Madness or whatever. That's what they would call it.
When was that?
What?
When was that?
At
I thought the
one
last
point
one was the Blake Griffin year. NCAA basketball 10.
Is that what they called it? At one point, it was called March. What?
Maybe. I thought March Madness was hold on, don't say it.
2K.
2K, yes.
So they used to call it EA Sports NCAA March Madness, and then yeah, you're right. The last one they had, they just called it NCAA College Basketball, I think. Was that what year? Was it really 2010?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the last one. I used to play the heck out of that game, dude.
Oh,
Sacred Heart would go wild. Well, I didn't name him Pierre like that. That was Ryan that did that.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, that's been so long. The best college basketball game that's ever been that I've actually played pretty recently was College Hoops 2K8. You know who was on the cover of that? This would be impressive if you got this.
College Hoops 2K8?
Yeah, massive bust in the NBA. I mean, a lot of it was due to injury relation, I believe, but
2008?
Yeah.
Morris? No. Does that math work? Adam Morrison?
No, wow, that is one. No, he's the number 1 overall pick. It was Greg Oden.
Oh, yeah, that's not fair. Those injuries.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, excited about that. The college games have always been much more fun to me.
Sure.
I mean, I got into NBA 2K a little bit, but I don't know what it is. Even when they had college baseball, that game was fun.
That game was fun.
I don't think they'll bring that one back, but I'm looking forward to 1, college football 26 next week, and then 2, 3 years from now, when I'm close to retirement, I'll be able to just play March Madness as much as I want and win a national title for the city of Memphis. Should we get into streaming? Twitch streaming?
I don't have time to play it like that. I don't know how people do that when you have a family and a career.
Yeah,
I can't put my kids down to bed and be like, okay, honey, I'm gonna go play video games for 3 hours.
Yeah, just doesn't work like that.
No, especially I gotta go to the gym, then go to work and repeat. Yeah, right. No way.
Get some more info about that soon, but I'm excited about that. So looking forward to it. We're officially 60 days out.
It's crazy to think about.
I feel like we should celebrate. Time flies when you're having fun. 2 months. Tiger football
is what, yeah.
2 months away. Give me just an off-the-cuff official prediction of our final standings. What are we going to go record-wise?
Yeah, look at the schedule again. I think I
don't even look at it. Just off the cuff. Just give me just say one. This isn't
just make up.
Just say it. Just go. You've ruined it now. I just wanted one to spit out right away.
Well, whatever the math is, 8-5.
Oh, TJ.
I have no clue what the schedule is, and you're replacing literally everyone. When I say that they are returning a left tackle and a defensive end, that is not an exaggeration. Kicker, punter, long snapper. Everyone.
It doesn't matter. You just throw out a 10-2 or something.
Well, you wanted a truthful answer. You got a truthful answer.
8-5. Now I want to end the show.
I'm just making up a number. I just made up a number. Now that I can see the schedule, it's going to be more than 8-5.
If you just thrown it off the cuff, I'd given it to you. But then you're like, wait, what's the schedule? Who all did we lose? What time are the games? What's the theme of the home game? Yeah, we're losing.
I mean, there's
that.
a point where I look at it, we're at 6-1 before we get to any game where it maybe,
What's the one loss? Arkansas?
Maybe Arkansas. I don't even know that one to be a loss, honestly.
Are they going to be good?
Arkansas?
Yeah.
I mean, what's good? Like good from what standard? Just because they're in the SEC doesn't mean they're good.
I don't know. Are they going to have a winning record?
I mean, we've already beat that ass to that quarterback. If it's still that same guy, the former Boise quarterback who sucked. Green.
Wait, he went to Arkansas. I thought they brought back that.
Yeah, he was at Arkansas last year. Right?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. He left Boise to go to Arkansas. Yeah, 100%. He actually, what? No, he sucked. Never mind. He still sucked. He put up 3,000 yards through 15 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. 60% completion rating. I mean, he did rush for 600 yards though.
Let's see.
I feel confident that Brendan Lewis is going to have better stats than Taylor Green, without a doubt.
Wow, they are actually playing Arkansas State this year.
Really?
When's the last time they played? Oh, they play Ole Miss the week before us, and then Notre Dame the week after. We got them in a great spot.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to look like an incredible game, and people are going to be all over the place, and I love it, but we'll see how it works out.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Exciting stuff. Before we get into this beer rating, Timothy announced today. Tomorrow's July 1. We said it had to happen before then. I think they actually gave an official statement to the Sun Belt last week. But I think they accepted their official and got voted in as a yes by the Pac-12 today. So Texas State will officially be joining. That gives them their 8th FBS football member, so they will remain an actual legitimate FBS conference moving forward.
Yeah, how wild is that? Where do you think Texas State was in the pecking order? The Pac-12?
Real down the list. I mean, they tried to get every Mountain West team they could. They tried to get us, Tulane, UTSA. Wasn't there somebody else in there?
UNLV.
So what is that? I mean, they're like
Memphis, Tulane, UNLV, UTSA.
We're probably in the double digits.
USF. I think they went up to USF.
Yeah.
There's 5.
That's what USF was the one I was thinking of. And then all the Mountain West teams didn't end up going over, right?
Yeah.
And you're in the double digits.
I don't know. There's a reason that all those teams said no. USF is pretty damn far away, so I get like the extra cost there is just not worth it. It wouldn't even make sense for them to do that. I didn't think
the main reason
the travel cost for Memphis is ridiculous, but
they didn't have a TV deal. We also hadn't even talked about this yet, but the official numbers came out for the media rights. Yeah, well, not for the Pac-12. I just meant last year's like team universities, like how much they got. Memphis is by and far I mean, we were like 200,000 above Tulane, I guess. But we got the most out of media rights deal out of every G5 in the country. 11 mil.
Well, yeah, you get the 11 mil, but that broke down as like your AAC payment.
Sure. And then you had
SMU payout. But then you also had your credits from playing well. And
yeah. I
mean, it's going to work out that way.
I get it. But it was still cool to see us as the top overall media earner out of that. So anyway, I don't know. I don't think this necessarily is going to be any sort of domino that tips over and gets realignment stuff going again, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's the same thing. Like literally everyone told them no, and so they went to get Texas State. And I don't mean that as like to disparage Texas State by any means, but like I do think San Marcos is a cool place. It's a very good location. You get to throw your flag down in Texas. You get to recruit in Texas. It's got its perks, but this isn't like a real college football program. If I can say that without sounding offensive to anybody.
I mean, they've been a little bit.
Does that make sense?
recently.
No, they haven't, Trey. No, they haven't. What do you mean by recently? This year and last year?
I mean, Lincoln Parr, who's a Germantown Rez, is on the early Heisman watch list.
Trey.
I'm just telling you what's out there.
Look, the stat that the Pac-12 put out, they had some stat that came out that was like Texas State was one of the X number of schools that's been to a bowl game the last 2 years. Like that was the stat. They were grasping at straws to find ways to complement them. Well, look at this. They went 8-5 last year, 8-5 the year before. 4 wins going backwards there to their existence. 4 wins, 2 wins, 3, 2, 3, 7, 6, and 4.
8-5 and 8-5 isn't bad.
It's not very good, but I guess it's okay. You know, you just told me that was disgusting, and you threw up in your mouth when I said 8 wins for us. So,
well, we're on a different level, TJ. We're coming off back-to-back 10-win seasons. We're going for a third in a row. History.
I think they could get there. The more I looked at the schedule, I think they can get there, but not.
Well, I would hope so.
Not a conversation for now. You told me to make up a number. I just made up a number.
Well, it took you a long time to make that number up. I wanted you to just rip one right out like a heater. Just go ahead and rip it.
10 wins.
Thank you. That's all you had to do the first time. All right. Let's get into this Flyaway Bluewing.
There's a reason they were the only ones that said yes. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. I think a lot of it had to do with the media deal not being officially official, which still isn't. We haven't even got any numbers or anything yet.
No, I'm not signing a freaking work contract just blindly. I'll take this job. Do I want to know how much I get paid? Nah, I'll figure it out later. I'll just accept whatever. You're right. I'm doing that.
I'm only peeling this off so that I could see the full totality of the can. I kind of like this can. I think it's mainly the color scheme, though. It's just giving me good summery vibes. Look at that. I feel like that needs to be on a t-shirt.
I'm sure it is. Somewhere.
I'm going to deduct some points because the font is a little bit difficult to read.
That's fair.
Like you can't just look at it and be like, oh, that says Bluewing. You have to like really get in there and be like, what? Oh, that says Bluewing. Overall though, I like the color scheme. I like the feel of it being like it's these blue-winged ducks over this lake with the sunset in the background.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like this needs to be on the back of a t-shirt. I like the light blue going on around the rest of the can. It's pretty decent. I'm going to say like a 6-7 on this can.
Oh, wow. 6-7. I like the can. Honestly, I like the color scheme. I think you pointed that out. It looks a little funny with this lighting, but I like the color scheme. Reminds me of that movie Flyaway Home. Anybody remember Flyaway Home with Jeff Daniel and Anna Paquin? I think that's who it was. About the geese. Except these are ducks. A Bluewing is like a name for a duck, I believe.
Big hunters we are.
Yeah. So it looks like a goose. I'm not gonna lie. I do agree with you on the font. It is a little tricky to read. Like this little E right here kind of just blends in with things.
Well, it's really the U. You can't hardly tell that that's a U. You know, it almost looks like an A a little bit.
Yeah, I could see that.
The E kind of looks like a B, so it's like Blabwing. What is that? I don't know.
Yeah, but here's what Trey was talking about earlier. Look at that. We got this is Shelby County. There's like another. It's hard to read backwards.
Made in Tennessee, right there.
Yeah, I mean it's all over the place. This definitely counts.
Tennessee. They're definitely claiming here.
I like the can. I'm gonna go a little bit higher. I'm gonna say it's like a 7-1 can. This is probably the best can we've done in a while for me.
Shout out to Simon, going with his height for your can rating.
Oh yes,
7-1. Wow. What'd you think of this brew?
I thought it was delicious. If you've ever had a Sweetwater Blue, it is like Sweetwater Blue, but I like it more than Sweetwater Blue.
I kept trying to think of what it was that it was reminding me of. It is definitely Sweetwater Blue. Also, you told me to smell it. You know what I'm getting again?
Pop-Tart?
Yeah.
Pie?
Not even joking. Pop-Tart.
How's it always come back to Pop-Tarts on this
I don't know.
podcast? I love it.
But it's giving me Pop-Tart vibes. I like this a lot too. I like that they use real blueberries. I mean, it does say in there they got some natural flavors added, but using real blueberries, it's not overly sweet. It's just enough.
No, yeah, it's just a hint of blueberry that you're getting though.
Yeah, and this is a perfect summer wheat ale. Like, this is a great brew right now. I wish this had been. I wish
like the
this
beer
had
would
been
be blue.
It was. I know it did throw me off that it was as almost clear as it was.
Well, it's not like clear. It was kind of like
I just meant I felt like it was going to be darker.
Yeah.
It's
I thought it would be blue. You know.
I wish this had been a pint. I needed 4 more ounces of this.
If they make it into a pint, I would definitely buy that.
I mean, I would buy a 6-pack of this. It was good. Crushability's there. Very refreshing. I cut the grass before we filmed this evening. This is a great after grass beer. TJ, I'm probably going in the 8s with this. I think this is like a 8 for me.
Yeah. You said 8.8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very fair.
We're getting up there.
It just depends what you're looking for. Like if you like wheat beer and you like blueberries, because there's definitely a blueberry flavor to it. You can't,
but it's not overwhelming.
That.
It's just enough.
It's not. I was worried that it was gonna be like too tart, almost like I know it's a berry wheat ale, but with the blueberry
soury,
I thought it was gonna be a little more tart, like a sour type of thing. It's not. Yeah. It's incredible. You could drink 3 of these, and well, they're 4.9%. Yeah, you could drink 3 of this and be fine. This is great. I think an 8.8's pretty. What'd you say? Yeah, 8.8. That's pretty damn close to what I would say. I wasn't gonna go that high. I was gonna say like 8.6. But very good. Definitely one of the best beers we've done in a long time.
Yeah, that's
going
great.
Back to Hub City, my town, looks like. It's good beer, dude. You can go get this at the tap room. I saw it the last time I was there.
They had it in Cork's Germantown had it on deck. Go get it there if you want it. All right. With that, wraps it up. It is 4th of July week, so shout out USA. You guys have a good, safe, fun holiday. I'm a huge fireworks guy. Be safe fireworks, though. Won't be blowing fingers off or anything. Back it up, Terry.
Back it up, Terry. I knew you were going to say
Go
that.
have fun. Go USA. We'll see you back here next week. Come at the cold beer, stay for the hot takes. Peace.
If you enjoyed this episode of Tigers Untapped, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Like and subscribe at Bluff City Media's YouTube page.